Hello everyone, my name is Gautam Sri Govind and today I bring you the second episode of Generation Gap where I'll be talking about a lot of firsts that my brother and my dad have had, like their first phones, their first laptops, the first time they were allowed outside the house alone, and the first time they had an international trip, all these kind of things. So today we're going to be talking about that. So Punnu, when was the first time you got a phone for yourself?
Like 2 years ago.
So that would mean that you were 9 years old. Acha, when did you have your first phone?
I get it. I think it is 10 years back. It a second-hand phone. Second-hand phone, used phone.
Used from? Used by who?
Yeah, used from here. I think it is my brother and that like this.
Okay.
And I brought new phone actually 5-6 years back.
First time.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I got my first phone when I was in 8th grade, which would be around 14 years of when I was 14 years. So that was like 10 years ago. So yeah, but that too was a second-hand phone from my cousin. But yes,
Wait, you're not 24.
10 years ago, like in 2014, I got my first phone. But okay, so my second question is, when was the first time you actually got a laptop? You used a laptop. When did you use a laptop first time?
It was your laptop.
But when did you start using it?
I don't know. Like what? 1 year ago? 2 years ago?
2 years ago. So again, that would mean when you were 8, 9 years old. When was the first time you used a laptop?
Yeah, I didn't. Actually, I had no laptop actually. Now I think it is 2 years back. I am personal laptop is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I am using my desktop in my shop because I am still always I am living in the shop.
So when was the first time you used a computer?
Yeah, I am using the computer actually in 1985.
So
in
that
my
was
shop.
20 years when you
Yeah.
were 20 years old.
Yeah, in my
Okay.
shop.
Okay.
And for it is using for billing and everything. That time I am studied basic and COBOL.
Mm-hmm.
In 1985, basic COBOL, that integrated course. I passed that. That time I'm using the desktop.
Okay. So do you remember which was the first laptop that you or computer that you ever used?
Yeah, HCL.
HCL.
Yeah, HCL. That is that time it is the favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, HCL. Okay.
Okay. When was the first time you took a trip alone, like alone with your friends or like without your parents or anything like that? Did you ever do that?
To my friend's house?
And somewhere else you went for roller skating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went
When was that?
like last year, like
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Mm-hmm.
I went like on July or June or something like that
With
Okay.
Suresh sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
with my skating teacher, and
Okay.
I went to like a race. It looked like a race track, but for skating.
Okay. So you
They
went
had
for
races
practice?
and stuff.
Oh, you went for races? Oh, okay. When was the first time you went and where was it, Acha?
so I am traveled in very younger stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I traveled in I think it is 6th standard, 7th standard. Not alone with my friends near like Cochin, Kottayam,
Mm-hmm.
like that. Alone.
Okay.
Yeah. And with my father, I am. I think it is all in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and everywhere. I reached there with my father.
Mm-hmm.
Father support in our car, but alone, I think it is 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard. We are every year we went the
Mm-hmm.
enjoying.
When was the first time you took an international trip? Like when you went outside India for the first time?
It was. I don't remember the date, but like I went to Japan.
Russia.
and Russia.
You went to Russia when in 2018? 2018.
Yeah,
That is when you were 6 years old.
6 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When was the first time you took an international trip?
I went. I think my first international tour is Nepal, Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nepal.
Nepal.
Yeah, and Dubai, Bahrain. Now I am covered at 14, 15 countries.
15 countries. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember they made a cake and then called you Batman
Where?
when you went to Russia.
Okay. I didn't come with you to Russia. I went differently to
Yeah, you
Russia.
went differently. There was something they called you Batman.
I don't remember. Sorry. Okay. How many countries have you been to, Ponu?
2.
Only
Two?
2.
No.
Greece is a country.
Yeah, Greece.
I went to 3. Greece, Russia, and Japan.
Russia, Japan, Greece.
So you're 10 years old and you've been to 3 countries. Hmm. And when was the first time you went to Nepal?
I think after my marriage with my Sangeeta.
Uh-huh. So you
yeah.
went, both of you went.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So that was the first time you went outside the
Yeah.
country. Perfect. So yeah, that was the second episode of Generation Gap, giving you the differentiation of how a lot of times the older generation have seen a lot of things in their older ages, like when they're 40, when they're 50, but the newer generation of people have actually started seeing them at a very young age. My dad got his first mobile phone when he was like 45, and my brother got his first phone for himself when he was like 8 years old. And that kind of generation gap has actually brought about a lot of fast paced things that are happening in the world. So I hope you all wait for the next episode that will come next Monday. And yep, thank you so much. That's the second episode of Generation
Stay
Gap.
tuned.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.